15 of the world's longest bridges. Have you traversed any of those exceptionally lengthy bridges? Number 1. Broadway Bridge, Portland, Oregon. It was constructed in 1913. Done up in a photogenic shade of international orange, the Broadway Bridge, with an overall length of 1,742 feet and a central span of 278 feet, holds the distinction of being the longest bascule bridge of its type in the world, and its 7th longest bascule bridge of any type in the world. Number 2. Dhola Bridge. The Dhola Bridge is the longest bridge in India. Stretching across the Lohit River, a tributary of the Brahmaputra, the structure is a simple, utilitarian beam bridge absent of dramatic arches, soaring towers and architectural flourishes. Number 3. Akashi Kaikyo Bridge. Opened to traffic in 1998, Japan's Akashi Kaikyo Bridge is the current title holder in the suspension bridge category, with its longest span extending a staggering 6,532 feet or 1.24 miles. An awe-inspiring feat of earthquake-resistant modern engineering that took 10 years to complete. Number 4. Kaohsiunman Bridge, China. As the longest through-arch bridge in the world, this flamboyant steel structure with a candy cane paint job is 5,712 feet, with its longest span measuring 1,811 feet. Number 5. Evergreen Point Floating Bridge. It's appropriate that the world's longest floating bridge, a pontoon-supported marvel of engineering, is located in the undisputed floating bridge capital of the world, Washington State. Stretching 7,710 feet across Lake Washington. Number 6. Heartland Bridge. At 1,282 feet, this marvel of early 20th century engineering was constructed, sans cover, in 1901 to replace a ferry that shuttled passengers across the St. John River. It wasn't until 21 years later, when a wooden enclosure was added during a repair overhaul, that this house-style truss bridge was reborn, a covered longest bridge in Canada. Number 7. Ikitsuki Bridge. The Ikitsuki Bridge in Japan is the world's longest continuous truss bridge at just over 1,300 feet. Painted in an eye-pleasing baby blue, the all-steel structure connects the scenic and popular with tourists island of Ikitsuku with the much larger neighboring island of Hiradu in Japan's Nagasaki Prefecture. Number 8. Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. The list of America's longest bridges is dominated by the Pelican State, with the 24-mile-long Lake Pontchartrain Causeway claiming the very top spot. Now, the causeway is not the world's longest bridge over water, period, but the world's longest bridge over water based on continuous length, while China's Jiaozhou Bay Bridge is the world's longest bridge over water based on aggregate length. Number 9. Resund Bridge. Spanning the Resund Strait to link the Danish capital of Copenhagen with the bustling, culture-packed Swedish city of Malmö, this cable-stayed bridge is also the longest combined road-rail bridge in Europe at just under 26,000 feet. That's almost 5 miles of truly beautiful driving or train riding, but seriously, the views from the bridge during midsummer sunset are among the prettiest in the world. Number 10. Quebec Bridge. Completed after not one but two life-claiming construction failures in 1907 and 1916, Quebec City's oldest and most emblematic span over the St. Lawrence River remains the longest cantilever bridge in the world, with a total length of 3,238 feet with a central span of 1,801 feet. Sure, it's not all that impressive when considering the lengthy spans of other bridge types like suspension bridges. But for a cantilever bridge, this is exceptional, and to this day, has never been topped. Number 11. Ruska Bridge. While good looks don't necessarily translate to length measurements, it's safe to say that the Ruska Bridge, erected across the eastern Bosphorus Strait in the Russian Far East in 2012, boasts both a record-setting central span of 3,622 feet and striking looks. Number 12. Rio-Niterói Bridge. Carrying 8 lanes of BR-101, Brazil's super long, 3,000 miles, transcoastal highway, the bridge is on par with Christ the Redeemer and Copacabana Beach when it comes to Rio's most emblematic sites. Number 13. Vasco da Gama Bridge. Portugal. Spanning the mighty Tagus River, The Vasco da Gama is a relatively new Lisbon landmark, having been completed just ahead of the 1998 Lisbon Exposition. Number 14. Walkway over the Hudson. Built in 1889, it took a long while, 120 years, to be exact, for the steel cantilever rail bridge formerly known Poughkeepsie Bridge to be reborn. But if you've ever sauntered across Walkway over the Hudson, the dizzying centerpiece of New York's Walkway over the Hudson State Historic Park, you know it was well worth the wait. Number 15. Yavuz Sultan Selim Bridge. It's not even the longest suspension bridge in Turkey. But with a total length of 7,100 feet and a central span measuring an impressive 4,619 feet, this combined rail motor crossing over the Bosphorus Strait does still manage to crack the top 10. And in addition to being the world's tallest suspension bridge at a dizzying 1,056 feet and the world's widest suspension bridge, the Yavuz Sultan Selim Bridge is the only bridge on our list that links two continents.